Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dating Over 50. I'm back here with Max, and this is D Love, and we're talking about dating over 50. And one of the questions I want to ask is, what should women kind of focus on with their man to try and help the relationship to be successful? Or what should, as women, we stop doing that we typically do? Or, just give me some advice on what you would tell women about her man, or to know about her man.
That's an interesting question. It comes down to my way of thinking is the two, him and her, and what it is they are expecting from each other. Not what you think all men should be like or what all women should be like. What it is that is going to make you happy about this person in this relationship. What can you share with this person in this relationship? What she can share with you. What interests what interests you share. What women should know about men, that's just too general. And it's, for me, they're good men, they're bad men. They're honest men, they're dishonest men. But all individuals. I think when we start trying to group everybody into a category, oh man, this, women, that's when it becomes, for lack of a better word, that's when it becomes complicated for me. I just try to concentrate on what's in front of me and hope that it's being reciprocated. And we're learning to. I think you can grow in a relationship, and you can learn things from one relationship that maybe you didn't learn from another one. So many variables to that. There's no boilerplate answer. Nothing for me that I could say, oh well, women ought to understand this about me, and women ought to understand that about me. Concentrate on what it is you're trying to find in the relationship that you're in, for both the man and the woman.
So do you think you're at a point in your life where you kind of know, one, who you are, what you're looking for, what you'll tolerate and not tolerate? Are you there, or are you still, unsure about some areas? If that makes sense.
I'm a person, I try to learn something every day. Learn something new every day. It can happen in relationships. I can learn something new about myself that I didn't know before. Just like me sitting here now communicating with you on this podcast. Believe you me.
You wasn't.
I never in a million years thought I'd be sitting here doing this, but hey, here I am.
Well, thank you, Max. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're open to new experiences.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I take it there. It depends on, as common as it sounds, it just depends on the two people and what it is, where they are in their lives right now. They are both honest with themselves and with the other person. Because sometimes we're not very honest with ourselves.
Right.
So you can be honest with yourself. You can be honest with the other person. For me, that's a good start. It doesn't always work out, but it's a start.
What would you say your one deal breaker is in a relationship?
Oh, that's easy for me.
What's that?
Talking about what you did this when, or when, how about when you did that? Living in the past is the simplest way for me to say it. If we have an issue, I've done something and it upset you or it displeased you, you have every right to feel your feelings, whatever they are. And for as long as it takes you to get past that. But once we are past, let's not revisit it. If we've said to one another, okay, we're done, it's behind us, let's move forward. And a few weeks later or whenever, there's a discussion and you say, well, remember when you, that for me I'm very uncomfortable with that.
Nails on the chalkboard? I mean, it's just something you just don't like to tolerate. And won't tolerate, or?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not, no. And neither should she.
Because once you discuss it, like you said, resolved it, then we shouldn't keep revisiting it.
Why? We both made a promise that that's the end of it. We're moving on. It's not to say something might not happen differently later on and you ticked off at me again because I've done something stupid or something. Okay. I'll sit there and take my punishment like a good little lad. But you come to me and say, okay, I forgive you. That's the end of it. We've forgiven one another, okay. Why revisit?
He's making all kinds of cringy, body language. I know you guys can't see that, but he's really having a problem with this.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
This is his pet peeve. Okay. All right. So let's talk about a couple quick things. So how important is it, the physical attraction of the woman? Meaning, we're not 30, not 40. Gravity has kicked in, so, how important is that? I mean, I know this, an initial attraction when you see her because, of course, you're visual, you need to whatever, but.
I don't have a quote unquote particular type of a woman appearance wise. Tall, short, voluptuous, slim, dark, light. It's more the chemistry or the vibe that I get from you. How you approach me or how we approach one another or something that makes me say, oh, I like that. That lights that spark that makes me want to know more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, it's what you see is what's there, but yeah, it's so much more beyond that because I'm not saying anything that anyone hasn't experienced. There's beautiful people with unbeautiful attitudes, and then people that may be less attractive with beautiful attitudes. I don't know. That doesn't. Yeah, I don't.
The physicalness isn't your main drive. It's not what moves you.
No. I mean, I want you to have some type of concern about yourself, but I'm not going to criticize anyone over there and say if you look like this or you look like this. No, nothing like that. But I mean, what's appealing to you? What you find appealing? What again? And it might be what the person said that you find appealing. Might be the hat she's wearing that day or whatever that you find appealing that makes you want to say, okay, what would make her wear this kind of hat? And wear it the way she does. And I don't. But it all. I mean, the eyes are the first thing. I don't. Yeah. I don't. Appearance isn't the end all for me, more or less.
He's in deep thought, guys. I just want you to know he is.
Well, she's laying on some questions here.
He is just like, what is she talking about?
No, you've been doing your reading up or something. You've been reading some books or something.
This is what's on the mind of women. Because we realize that at this age, where, we try and stay in shape, but, it doesn't always work. And so we know men are visual, so we're constantly concerned. We see the young girls and realize we can't compete with that. And, I know I'm not going to do all that stuff that I, need to do to, get implant this, and I'm not doing all that. And Gravity has, touched me on the shoulder and said, hey,
Well, it touches us too. It goes both ways.
So I know that, I'm not turning heads like I did when I was whatever, and that there's younger women out there who definitely could get your attention. So I know, am I competing with that? And I personally think not, but I do realize that there are a lot of women in my age group and below that, could be bringing more to the table. But, I just have to work with what I have and what God has given me and what I've done with it over these past 50 plus years. So that's all I can do. So.
Yeah, well, again, I like strong women, and if you carry yourself in that manner, that's appealing to me. So I know women that are certain sizes, voluptuous is another for lack of a better word, that that they are supremely confident in who they are and how they look, and if you don't like it, too bad.
I'm in that camp. Too bad.
It doesn't. Yeah. So, and those are the type of women that I'm attracted to. Walk in the room and command it. But then again, it's my personal attraction. So.
And that's all I'm asking for your personal opinion. I'm not asking you to give me.
Well, so many times people want to, okay, well, men do that. Think about men to do this, men to do that. And, I'm not about bashing brothers or sisters either. I got enough stuff to deal with myself. Trust you me. I can't afford to be judgmental. All the crap I done been through in my life. I done done. So. Hey.
And Max, that's what this channel is about. I want to talk to men and women over, 50 just to see, kind of where we are at this point in life. And are we still holding on to the things that we thought were important when we were younger? And, just to see whether we've matured, what's different. And then to realize that there are different opinions on the same issue. And that's why I asked the same general question, so that, you know, the listeners can hear and go, oh, well, wait, this guy said that, and this girl said that, and, you know, that kind of thing. So just so we can see that there are different opinions out there, and to know that, you know, they're not all the same. And don't keep putting us all in the same basket. And, you know, to have hope that I'll find somebody who's just like that guy, because that's what you're looking for, versus I may be looking for the other guy. So, you know, that's kind of what this is all about, so we can get different views and opinions, and then just kind of see how that all flushes out.
Okay.
And on that note, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me and stepping out of your comfort zone to do this for me. I greatly appreciate it. And again, guys, leave any questions, suggestions, or comments below, and continue to subscribe and hit the notification button, and share this link with your friends, and so that we can all start to, you know, have these good conversations and just kind of get different views and opinions on what it's like as men and women over 50 trying to find that person that we want to ride out in the sunset with. Because that's all we're really looking for, is somebody to hang out with and spend time, and that's going to have our back and we can have theirs, and we go forward.
I agree.
All right.
I agree.
So, guys, thank you so much for listening. This is D Love wishing you peace and love.